And I'm Greg Lee. Prosecutors say the 64-year-old leader of the police union has been importing the drugs for 7 years. The United States Department of Justice says Segovia, who is a civilian, not a sworn officer, used her personal and office computers to order thousands of pills to her home from abroad.
I would equal that to your neighbor, Mr. Rogers, is a serial killer.
Have you ever wondered what happens when those who are sworn to protect and serve betray the trust placed in them? In the shadows of law enforcement, a disturbing reality exists: corrupt female cops. These women, who are meant to be beacons of justice, have succumbed to the allure of power, money, and illicit activities. How do these corrupt female cops jeopardize the integrity of law enforcement? And what happens when their misdeeds come to light? Join us as we delve into the depths of this gripping phenomenon and uncover the shocking truth behind when corrupt female cops get caught. Police union executive arrested for disturbing opioids. Joanne Segovia, who is the director of the San Jose Police Union, was recently arrested for being involved in selling illegal drugs.
The San Jose Police Union executive arrested for trafficking drugs.
It's crazy.
Totally stunned.
Segovia has been accused of bringing in and spreading lots of harmful pills that are used as drugs all across the country. In simpler terms, she is being accused of being a drug dealer who operates throughout the entire country. The accusation against her was made on March 27, 2023, by the Office of the United States Attorney. They claim that Segovia used her personal and work computer to order thousands of pills from different countries like India, Hungary, and Hong Kong, and have them delivered to her home. According to the complaint, she has been involved in this illegal activity for over 7 years, starting from October 2015 until January 2023. The investigation into Segovia's actions was carried out by federal authorities who specialize in controlled substances that are used for illegal purposes. They became aware of Segovia's activities when they examined the phone records of people connected to a network involved in drug distribution. They found messages that linked Segovia and her address in San Jose. Further investigations revealed that she had received around 61 shipments from various countries over 7 years. To avoid suspicion, Segovia labeled the drug shipments as gifts, makeup, and wedding party favors. Even after being investigated by federal agents, Segovia didn't stop her illegal operations. According to the complaint, on March 13, 2023, federal agents seized a package that contained controlled substances. However, it was labeled as a clock and originated in China on March 10th. This discovery made the investigators more cautious and suggested that Segovia's operations might have been even larger than initially thought. Segovia also took advantage of the encrypted messages policy on WhatsApp to order drug shipments. The investigation of her phone showed that she had been communicating with someone from India for over 3 years. These conversations included information about the quantity and value of the drug pills to be shipped. When Segovia's case was presented in court, she denied the accusations and blamed her housekeeper. The San Jose Police Officers Association expressed shock and anger over the case. The accusations against Segovia have not only surprised the people of San Jose, but also residents across the entire United States, as her operations were spread throughout the country. While Segovia is currently the main suspect, some people have started to question if there were other officers in influential positions involved. Regardless of the outcome of Segovia's case, it is clear that she is not the first person to betray the trust of US citizens, and unfortunately, she won't be the last. It is concerning when those who are supposed to prevent illegal activities end up being involved in them, although Segovia's case is still ongoing.
The San Jose POA says Segovia is on paid leave. They say the union is cooperating with federal authorities as they continue their investigation. We will have more details on this story.
YPD officer arrested for trafficking drugs along with her boyfriend. Another police officer, named Yesenia Jimenez, was already found guilty of planning to distribute drugs and has been sentenced to prison. In 2019, the DEA started investigating a big drug trafficking operation that brought heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine from Mexico to the United States. They found out that an NYPD officer named Yesenia Jimenez was involved. Jimenez used her apartment in New York to store drugs and help distribute them in the city. Her boyfriend, Luis Soto, also helped her. They were arrested when they returned from a trip and found officers waiting for them. Jimenez had a large amount of money and her police gun when she was arrested. Jimenez and her boyfriend were charged with drug trafficking and misconduct. Other people involved were also discovered. Jimenez tried to fight the charges, but the evidence against her was strong, and she was eventually convicted. She faces at least 15 years in prison. Her conviction led the DEA to investigate other NYPD officers and raise concerns about qualified immunity for law enforcement officers. Baltimore female officer involved in a drug deal. In May 2013, something shocking happened in the Baltimore Police Department. A police officer named Ashley Roan was arrested and accused of selling drugs while on duty. This was a big deal because she was supposed to be stopping drug trafficking, not participating in it. According to the official complaint, Roan arranged to watch over a drugs deal while wearing her police uniform and being armed. She even helped the drug dealer find a safe place to sell heroin and warned them about the police searches. She also provided security for drug deals while on duty and used a police database to identify informants. When people found out about Roan's arrest, they demanded justice. They wanted her to be punished like any other person involved in illegal activities. Roan wasn't the only corrupt officer. There were others involved in protecting drug dealers. The complaint also accused Roan of trying to possess and sell a large amount of heroin and possessing a firearm while doing so. But that's not all. Roan was also accused of being part of an identity fraud scheme with her roommate, Erica Hughes. They used a police database to get personal information from people, like their names and social security numbers, which they used to commit tax fraud. However, their illegal activities were discovered by the FBI, and they were caught. Roan and Hughes gave the personal information of more than 30 people to someone they thought was a tax preparer, but was actually a confidential source working with law enforcement. A special task force made up of Baltimore police and the FBI investigated the case and helped uncover corruption within the Baltimore Police Department. Roan and Hughes were arrested for identity theft, and Roan was also charged with intent to distribute heroin. Hughes pleaded guilty and received a 2-year prison sentence, while Roan fought the charges but was ultimately convicted and sentenced to 5 years in prison. The police commissioner, Anthony Batts, expressed their determination to target corruption and misconduct amongst the police ranks. U.S. Attorney Rod Rosenstein commented that Roan had betrayed the public's trust by selling her police powers for money. Even though Roan and her partner in crime were caught and punished, the citizens of Baltimore still wonder how many more police officers are involved in criminal activity. Given the range of crimes committed by officers in Baltimore Police Department, such as corrupt teams and infamous drug deals, it's understandable that people are curious. Unfortunately, it is the citizens of Baltimore who bear the consequences of these actions. As we conclude our exploration into the world of corrupt female cops, we are left with a renewed awareness of the fragility of integrity within the realm of law enforcement. The cases that we have uncovered serve as a stark reminder that gender does not exempt anyone from succumbing to the allure of corruption. Join us again for more captivating discussions as we delve into the intricate fabric of society, exposing its dark corners, one story at a time.